Welcome back to another Googan Squad episode. Our goal is to travel to the mountains of Japan in order to reach Lake Biwa. This lake is home to the world record largemouth bass. We will be linking up with a local fishing guide and testing our luck on this legendary fishery.
Oh, it's exciting. Big day. It's a beautiful day here in Japan. We're going to a new city. We're actually going a couple hours north by car, but we're going to be taking another bullet train. We get to commuter train to bullet train to get to Kyoto. And then we're renting a car because we're going to do a little bit of exploring on our own. Yes, we're going to be letting John B drive a right-hand sided drive car on the opposite side of the road in Japan, not being able to read the signs. It's going to be pretty exciting. We got to find some spots to go fishing now. We're going to get a little bit closer to Biwa, little canals. We're going out also on a boat, apparently. It's going to be good.
Well, this is sad. We're leaving Osaka. I feel like we just got here. But now we're on to bigger and better things. We're going to Kyoto, the hometown of Lake Biwa, and home to probably a ton of awesome fishing stores, which we're always on the prowl for. I love looking at cool Japanese tackle and spending my hard-earned cash on some plastic with hooks. It's my favorite thing ever. But so long, Osaka. This was great. This was fun.
Osaka's awesome.
Osaka's incredible. We barely scratched the surface. Just gives us an excuse to come back and really explore the city. On the train again, just can't wait to get on the train again. That's it. Peace now, Osaka. It was a short but sweet trip. Had a really fun experience here. This might be my favorite place we've been to. Tokyo was tough to beat, but I think Osaka accomplished it. It was a little bit more chillaxed. It's more spread out. Tokyo seems a little more condensed, but I like both cities. We are now hopping on yet another bullet train and headed east to Kyoto.
Kyoto!
See you guys there. We made it 10 minutes later. Welcome to Kyoto.
So we've been taking public transportation for this entire trip. We're now going to be renting a car here in Kyoto so we can actually bounce around locations that we want to get to, like for fishing, but also food.
The good news, the bad news.
We can't get a car.
Good news is we've made it to Kyoto. Bad news is there are a lot of cars fresh out.
I mean, there's one right down here too. Well, we're just going to be walking around like idiots.
Fun fact, if you come to Japan, you need an international driver's license. It's IDP, and Rob and I don't have our IDPs. I've been able to rent a car in Iceland, the UK, and then also Australia with no IDP, so I figured it was the same here, but assuming is never good, and I assumed it incorrectly. Now let's get a cab. Looking for a place to kick our feet up and grab some food before we have to check in for our Airbnb here in Kyoto. Tell you what though, we are getting on our steps this trip. I'm burning lots of calories. For all that rice and noodle I've been eating, definitely burning it off. We love beef. Beef in Japan. We just had our first meal in Kyoto.
It was Korean.
It was Korean barbecue, which is not bad. We are now going to head to our second Airbnb in a new destination. This place is, I don't know, I feel like we haven't really got a taste of Kyoto yet. We just basically went straight from the...
Right now, Kyoto is number 3 on my list.
So far.
Because I've had to walk around with my bags.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating like crazy.
Good morning, and welcome to Kyoto, Japan. An all-new fresh start for us. We've been to Tokyo, Osaka, and now we're on our third stop, that being Kyoto. It is a Sunday at 5:29 a.m. and the city is silent. It is the quietest I think we've seen Japan this entire trip. And I'm pretty excited because today's the day we finally set out in the water and do some fishing. Rob, unfortunately, has got to stay back and get some work done early this morning at the hotel. He might meet us later on the lake, but what we're gonna do is we're going to hop on a train and meet a fellow angler who lives here in Japan. He actually specializes in frog fishing on Lake Biwa. And for those of you who don't know, Lake Biwa is the birthplace of the world's biggest bass. I believe it was over 22 pounds biggest fish that anyone has ever seen above water. So I'm pretty excited to fish this legendary fishery and then also link up with Sammy, who is a local and native. Yesterday was an absolute mess. Rob and I spent all day traveling from Osaka to Kyoto, jumping around from different hotels, trying to figure out where to stay because I guess it was just a busy Saturday and there might have been a holiday going on. We could barely even find a place to eat. It was beyond hectic. So unfortunately, we really didn't get to explore Kyoto as much as we'd like to yesterday. But today's a new day and hopefully we can do just that all the while getting some fishing done. Let's walk to the train station and get our day started. 20 minutes.
Hey guys, today's Googan video is sponsored by Factor. And if you don't know what Factor is, it is a meal delivery service that takes the stress and all the preparation out of cooking delicious meals for you at home or on the road. So if you're not an ace in the kitchen or you're just on the road all the time, you don't have time to cook meals at home, Factor is going to be the perfect solution for you. And they offer 35 meals to choose from per week, and these things are ready to go. You just take them out of the package, put them in the oven or the microwave, you heat them up, and they are ready to eat. I wish Factor was around when I used to be a fishing guide a long time ago, because I'd be out on the water all day, I'd come home, and then I'd have to cook dinner with what little I had in the kitchen, and I was on the road all the time. I barely had time to go grocery shopping as well. So this would be the perfect solution. No dishes, no mess, and no cooking. They even have delicious juices like this watermelon lime right here if you're looking for easy grab and go, get extra vitamins, minerals, and hydration before you head out the door. And the Factor meals are thought out by dietitians and prepared by chefs, and they use some amazing ingredients, so these things are tasty. And if you have any allergies, or if you're looking for a specific kind of keto, paleo, vegetarian, they have options for you. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Googan50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code Googan50 at factor75.com and get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders.
We've made it to Yasu Station. This is where we're going to be meeting up with Sammy. He's going to pick us up in, I believe, his car and then drive to where he keeps his boat. And then we're gonna hop on Lake Biwa. There's a bunch of little surrounding towns around the lake. The lake's absolutely massive. If you're not familiar with Biwa, then hopefully today you get a nice taste and aspect of what this lake's all about. It is huge. I don't know what I can compare it to in the States. Obviously it's not as large as like Lake Michigan or Superior, those being Great Lakes, but I think it's far larger than anything we have in Texas. And Texas is a huge state, so this lake is big. We're just waiting on Sammy, and then once he picks us up, we'll go from there. How's it going, man? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Sammy, how are you? Thanks for picking us up.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Now we're ready.
Yeah, I am a frogman.
Hence the hat, right? Frogman's gotta have a frog hat.
Yeah, a frog only.
Frog only.
Yeah.
Is frog good right now? Probably.
Frog?
Yeah, frog fishing's good right now.
No, difficult.
Difficult? Okay.
Yeah. In Lake Biwa, difficult.
But fun. Very fun. So Sammy's taking us to his boat in the boatyard. It is so weird to see Ranger boats, nitro boats in Japan. I'll have to ask him at some point. I'm very curious to see how these boats get here because all these boats are manufactured in the United States. Not all of them. There's probably some Japanese-made bass boats out there, but it's very common for anglers here in Japan to fish with the stuff that we're fishing with. Like right there's a giant nitro, giant Triton, an old Triton, pre-Johnny Morris days, and then this is also pre-Johnny Morris Ranger. Pretty cool stuff. It's just wild to see how bass fishing is so popular here in Japan, especially here in Biwa, because Biwa is, like I said, the motherland. It is the place for big fish. It's just so cool. I love the cultural differences and the similarities. Like everyone here, like bass fishing is just as popular as here, if not more than it is in the States. Meanwhile, we're two completely different cultures and we come from two completely different walks of life. This is gonna be cool though. I'm excited. No way. Do they sell it here?
Japan.
They sell
in
Googans
Japan,
in
yeah.
Japan?
Googans cut.
No way. That's cool.
Green.
Green, yeah, like yeah.
Frogman.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Sammy's favorite color is green because he's a frogman. So it actually just makes sense that everything we make Googan squad is green. That is so funny you have that. Thank you, dude. That is crazy. Say that we're officially on Lake Biwa is an incredible thing that I never thought I'd say ever in my lifetime. Wow, that is beautiful. We have some pretty amazing lakes in the States, but this is nuts. This is truly a one of one. All natural lake too, whereas in Texas a lot of our lakes are dammed but not natural. This is completely natural, gargantuan body of fresh water. That was probably one of the coolest bass boat rips of my entire life, driving through Biwa. There's a lot of fishermen out here. We probably saw maybe 30 other bass boats, and Sammy was explaining that they're doing a lot of sight fishing, a lot of bed fishing right now. Texas bed fishing is kind of like on the cusp of being over, but here in Japan, it's a completely different climate, and these fish are spawning right now. So the water is really clean in the main lake, but now we've gone up into what looks to be like the river?
Oh yeah, river. Daido River.
Okay, Daido River.
Daido River.
Okay, I gotcha. So we've kind of pushed off Biwa into this river. It looks like the water's flowing. That or I'm just tripping. But here, we've got some natural bank over here, which is all cattails, and then we've also got some concrete bank. So it's kind of like an urban spa. It's pretty neat. And Sammy did say that frog fishing can be difficult, but this looks like probably one of the best places to frog fish that I've seen so far. So we're gonna give it a try. Fingers crossed.
Action, pause.
Okay.
Action, pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important pause time.
Pause time.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of cool. Like in the States, we don't really have this like genre of fishing where like a lot of guys will stick to one trade. Like there's a lot of people on Biwa that fish just swim baits or, you know, just like finesse fishing. But Sammy's chosen to fish and choose one of the coolest ways to strictly hone his skill on, and that is frogs.
I am Frogman. Yeah, Frogman. Only frog fishing. Yeah. In Lake Biwa, #1 Frogman's guide. Yeah. Check this.
Now, while he said it can be a challenge to sometimes get a frog bite on Biwa. It can be very rewarding. I was looking at his Instagram. He's caught some giant bass on the frog, which is pretty cool. And the spot we're at right now is perfect for frog. I don't think I would throw anything other than a frog or maybe a flip bait. But this looks pretty sick. We're gonna see if we can at least get a couple bites.
Japanese black bass. Suika, eat.
Suika?
Eat suika.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat. It's Japanese #1 Frogman's guide. Oh, look, casting. It's cool. Oh, come on, look. Okay.
Let's see you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Don't look at it.
Yeah.
You would wave back. You're not shy.
You're no shy.
You're not shy.
Yeah. Not shy. Yeah. Try by. Yeah.
Sammy was just explaining. I've waved it. There's actually a lot of anglers back here. They're also fishing the reeds as we are. And I waved at one of the guys, and I swear he looked directly at me, and I was like, that's weird. He didn't wave back. So then we went and found another guy, and I waved at him, and he looked directly at me and didn't wave back. And I was like, Sammy, why aren't they waving back? And he's like, Japanese anglers are shy. So we're gonna see if the rest of these guys will wave back at us. Maybe not. Maybe they're not shy. Maybe they're
Shy.
very shy. He wouldn't even look. He wasn't shy. I got a nod. That's pretty good. All right, we're 1 for 3 right now. I'd say that was a 0.5.
Oh, my friend.
Oh, your friend? He's waving.
Yeah.
Not shy.
My friend. Yeah.
It's pretty cool back here in this smaller stretch of water where it's a little shallower and dirty. Most of the boats over here are these tiny little bass fishing boats that have like full-on rafts with trolling motors. They look literally just like a bass boat, but they're much smaller, and they're very popular, I believe, here in Japan, especially for some of these backwater areas. Lots of frogmen back here. Some guys bed fishing, some guys flipping. We're out here looking for that top water bite. All we need is one strike. One strike. day is almost over. We're gonna try one last spot. No bites today, however, it was very cool to see how Sammy breaks apart this very lake and just getting a taste for a legendary fishery. Like, this is one of the most legendary bass fishing lakes in the world, and it just happened to be a stone's throw away from where we were staying last night in Kyoto. Definitely won't be the last time I come back to Biwa. I definitely want to revisit this place and spend even longer, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a good old college try. We're getting out of the wind, and we're gonna see if we can get one last bite.
One fish.
Yes. You need to fish. You need to catch one.
You need to catch one.
You need to catch one.
Universal Studio. You need to catch one. I am a frogman. Yeah.
Okay, you are Frogman. Yeah.
Let's go frog. Yeah. Every day frog.
Every day.
Yeah.
Frog tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Frog the next day?
The next day.
What about after that? Frog after that?
Yeah, frog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyday frog.
Frog fishing. No frog fishing. No life.
No life.
Yeah.
Frog fishing equals. Frog fishing equals life.
Yeah. Equals life.
Equals life.
Yeah. Bam bam.
Place is nuts. This might be the biggest tackle store we've been to this entire time. Shout out to Sammy for bringing us here. Literally first few steps in, we've got giant swim baits galore. Like, most of the stuff you can't even order online in the States, and here it is, just readily accessible for most anglers. What is the deal with these?
I don't know.
I've seen people fish with them in on Biwa.
Likely.
Is it just? I'm gonna get one. A while ago, I saw someone from Japan fishing with one of these. I have absolutely no idea what the intended purpose is, but it's weird. I'm gonna get one. Bad news when I start grabbing carts. Bad news. Look at this swim bait. That's so cool. 148 jointed claw. They got little claws here, the 70 claws. Well, these must be popular because they've got a CSLs associated on them. This in the States, I think it's like a $600 lure. And I think it's 36,000 yen. Holy, that's expensive. Got a negotiator too. These are all handmade, I believe, out of cherry wood. Crazy. Never owned one. I really have the desire to own one, but yeah, there's the mother. That's like the biggest swim bait ever. That thing's crazy. Look at that. Yeah, this is just stuff you can't find in the States. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Wow.
High price.
High price. Crazy blader jigs. Wow. That would get you a lawsuit back in the States.
Me. It's me, Frogman. Yeah. Frogman's guide service. Yeah. Posted.
Yeah. So I'm trying to explain to Sammy that there's a swim bait here that's made out of, I don't know about this one, but the other ones, the original ones used to be made out of horse skin, I think.
Pachino.
Yeah, and it's a giant swim bait, and I actually got it ordered from Japan, shipped over to the States, and did a review on it. But here they have it. It's pretty crazy. I gotta show him a picture of it because that's just wild to see this bait. Basically where it was made here in Japan. Look at the size of his claws too. 303 size claw. It's huge.
Japanese shakuan.
Shakuan? Wow, that's crazy, dude. That's an 82,000 yen lure right there. Holy 82,000 Japanese yen lure. We'll do the math right here, but the quick math in my head says that's close to $1,000. Actually, it's probably like $700. $700 lure. Sammy, it's a gift for you.
Really?
Hokori Yomo.
Wow.
Right? Gift? Yeah,
Alright.
absolutely.
Wow.
For taking us out.
Googan baits.
Googan baits.
Oh, very, very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll send you some filthy frogs.
Yeah.
Our Googan frog too. I'll send you some.
Really?
Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, brother. Come to the United States. Throw a frog.
Yeah. Frog. Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Frogman.
Frogman.
Yeah, Frogman.
Be sure to give Frogman a follow on Instagram, and he's even thinking about doing a YouTube channel, which I highly suggest because he's got the energy level, he's got the frogs, and he is the man. And he's fishing probably one of the coolest freaking lakes in the world, that being Biwa. Like I said, won't be my last time here.
Big present. Wow. Yeah.
Heck yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Go catch some fish with him.
Yeah. Hey guys. Yeah.
Stuck on the train for 30 minutes. We are 1 mile away from Kyoto stop, and they think they found a suspicious item at Kyoto station. So they shut the whole railroad down. It's been a long one. It's been a long day. I haven't seen Rob in 5 hours, 6 hours. I miss him. Rob also says he hasn't pooped in 7 days too, so Rob's got problems of his own. Our problem right now is getting off this train. They got the train back up and going. I think they brought in the BOMB squad. It was actually kind of funny. We were actually scrolling through people's tweets here in Kyoto, and the tweets were interesting. Seems like a lot of people were a little freaked out there because they didn't know what was on the tracks or in the train station, but it looks like they got it all sorted out. Let's go see Rob. This has been the longest day ever. We made it. We're off that train. Dude, that was crazy. Literally a bomb threat on our train line. And we were one stop away. But all that matters is everyone's safe and we're back in Kyoto. This whole train station is so backed up. Japan very much relies on their public transportation, specifically being their subway and their rail lines. And what I just saw there was a mass of people all huddled up trying to get onto the train since they've been backed up for an hour. Usually these trains come every like 10 to 12 minutes, and they've been stopped for over an hour. Holy, this is insane. Just with the train line being down for an hour, it caused absolute madness. Let's get out of here. Damn, that's great. Mad. I'm so glad we're getting out of here. Can you imagine if we were just now getting on the train? There's news stations here. They've got giant TV cameras, broadcasting cameras set up, and we just have to be here for this moment. I didn't realize like a couple of missed stops was going to cause this much mayhem, but Kyoto Station is such a popular stop for these people, and the people here in Japan so heavily rely on public transportation. I guess I really didn't fathom, like in DFW and in Texas, we don't really rely on trains too much, but over here it's a big deal. It'd be like if all the highways shut down for an hour in Texas, it would cause mayhem like this. This is nuts. Holy all because of someone put a backpack down. We don't know if it was a false flag or not, but all we know is we're out of this train station and it feels good.
Welcome to a story of two teams, embarking on a journey of discovery on two islands, worlds apart. Follow along as John B. and Rob Turkla head to the ancient and modern wonders of Japan, while Lake Fork Guy and Lojo set course for the vibrant and tropical paradise of Puerto Rico.
Welcome back to another Googan Squad episode.
In Japan, the boys will traverse a land where ancient traditions meet modern marvels. From the tranquil shores of Lake Biwa to the bustling streets of Tokyo, our explorers will delve into the heart of Japanese culture, savoring the unique flavors the island offers, while uncovering the endless angling opportunities that lie within.
You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
Meanwhile, in the Caribbean paradise of Puerto Rico, LFG and Lojo will immerse themselves in a vibrant culture that pulses with life and rhythm. With its golden beaches, verdant rainforests, and the crystal clear waters of the Atlantic, Puerto Rico is a haven for adventurers and anglers of all skill levels. Join us as we journey across the globe, where every catch and every bite tells a story.
We're in the rainforest. Welcome to Puerto Rico.
This is the Island versus Island Worldwide Challenge.